Larry Mason, FastLane Race School, here with John Delane. We're at the beautiful Willow Springs International Raceway, the fastest road in the West. And John, I'm sure you have plenty of seat time on this racetrack. You were telling me earlier you have raced and driven at 106 racetracks around the world. Is that right?
It's amazing even when I think about it, but 106 tracks in 21 countries. And I don't know what the car count is, but I'll have to go back and do that sometime soon.
21 countries. So name just some of the countries other than the United States that you've been to.
It's a case of lots of events where we did support races for Formula One. And so we did a support race for the first ever Bahrain Grand Prix, for the Singapore Grand Prix, for the British Grand Prix, the Hungarian Grand Prix, and US Grand Prix, Mexican Grand Prix. And so that covers a fair number of countries right off.
So you raced at all those tracks. Now, what kind of car were you racing in?
I'm very fortunate to have owned two of the original Formula One Tyrrells, Tyrrell 002 and 006. And for 10 years, I got to be the last ever Tyrrell Formula One contracted driver, because the Tyrrell family loaned me Tyrrell 001, the first Tyrrell, for 10 years for me to take all over the world and race.
That is really an incredible responsibility and honor to do that. Racing here stateside, what's your favorite track here in the United States?
That's a hard one. I'm partial to Laguna Seca, and I'm afraid that's one that is not easy to beat. But one of my Tyrrells, Francois Sever, won the US Grand Prix at Watkins Glen with. I've since been back with it there, and Watkins Glen's pretty special.
Especially with that history. And now that you've been around the world, driving at different tracks all over the world, what's your favorite racetrack? And you might have to go by continent because you've been to so many different countries, but what's your favorite racetrack abroad?
It's pretty hard to beat Spa. And truthfully, I've been fortunate enough to race there in 3 or 4 different cars, and it doesn't really make any difference what you're driving. The track is so magnificent. It is just unbelievable. Everybody raves about the Nordschleife, but it's very difficult to get a race on the Nordschleife because they've all but quit letting the vintage race cars use the Nordschleife.
Right.
But I was fortunate I got to do one. So,
they're driving cars more like that at the Nürburgring these days.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's exactly the problem.
So for those who haven't been, and everybody who's in racing always wants to go to Spa, you have to describe Eau Rouge in an F1 car.
Yeah, Eau Rouge is daunting in any car. And the joke is that people only talk about the fact that the modern F1 cars can do it flat. And I'm here to tell you that nothing I've ever driven there is flat. It is phenomenal, but the view coming down out of La Source and down into the compression as you go across Eau Rouge is phenomenal. And you pop up out over that hill, and it's blind, of course, as you're coming up the hill, so you can only guess if you've gotten the line right. A mistake is very expensive.
Yeah. Wow. So you have the 2 Tyrrells. Any other race cars you have in your stable?
I do. I have a few others, and they have over the years included everything from Can-Am cars to smaller formula cars to sports racers, and I recently just bought my first sedan, 2002 BMW. But most of my racing has been in a Formula Junior that I've owned and raced for 35 years.
Wow. And
I was able to use the Junior for most of my FIA championships that I won, and the Tyrrell for the others. And pretty special to get to win an FIA championship. You get to go and enjoy celebrating the win with the Formula One champion winner of that year, and it's pretty amazing.
Doesn't get much better than that. We're going to have to do a part 2 because you've also raced at the Monaco Grand Prix with the Historics, and that would be an interesting conversation to have on that as well. And I'm sure you've been to Indianapolis and all of that. So we need to spend some more time with John. But John, thanks for spending some time with us today at Willow Springs, and we really appreciate it.
Happy to do it, Larry.
Thank you.
Good talking to you.
You too. One more thing, since we're here, you're here at FastLane Racing School. So John, what brings you here to FastLane Racing School?
I'm bringing another round of my grandsons for a chance for them to get a start in it. My grandson Eric is from Norway, and he's currently in college here, and it was perfect timing for me to bring him along. He's following in the footsteps of his two older cousins, and they are out racing my cars now, and so we're big fans of the school, and I realized going back that we've been coming to this school and bringing family members going back over 20 years. So
thank you.
We're regulars, and
great.
I'm sure we'll have more coming in the coming year.
Great. Well, we sure appreciate your support. Thank you, and great stories.
Good talking to you.
Thanks again.
Thank you.